know what everyone's talking about?
Is that how you're starting?
Yes, that's what I'm starting. Do you know what everyone's talking about?
No.
Have you seen the new Gladiators?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's so good.
Welcome.
In the way that it's exactly the same.
Does it work
They've
now?
got all new Gladiators.
Like who?
They've got one called Cobra, who's basically Wolf. And he pushed the referee the other day, which was Mark Clattenburg.
You can't do that. Is it Mark Clattenburg? That's really funny. Always push the ref. Hello and welcome back to Got a Problem, Mate, the podcast of solving problems with us too. I'm Bilal Zafar. I'm award-winning comedian, etc. Star of television.
You got nominated.
I won the Hackney Empire New Actor. Yeah, it doesn't matter when
or where. New Actor of the Year in your bedroom.
And it wasn't in Hackney Empire. They stopped doing it there. This is Joey Page. What did you do? You're a caterpillar in an advert? I'm a caterpillar in the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Tombola advert. I looked that up. I couldn't hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm in the...
You're not?
I'm in the...
You're not the caterpillar.
The last 5 years,
That's a weird lie.
No, it's not.
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Don't forget, gotaproblemmate@gmail.com is the place to send in your problems and all criticism of Joey Page.
A couple of quick things before we start properly, because I always forget. Number one,
salute.
It really does help if you support the podcast by liking, rating, and subscribing. And I know we say this every week, but I'm trying to make a point of just telling you that it makes so much difference in our lives if you do that for us. So if you enjoy even a second of this, then please do that. Also, if you're like, I like this Joey Page guy, what's he about? Well, I'm doing my show at the Leicester Comedy Festival on the 12th of February at Peter's Pizzeria at 7:30. I'm doing a show about whether I'm a prick, which, spoiler alert, you all know that I am actually listening to this.
Get free pizza.
Tickets are available now.
You get free pizza.
No, don't tell them that, because I don't think...
They don't get a free pizza. You do if you're doing a show there.
If you come to my show, if you come to my show and you say the password, give me a slice, I'll give you a slice of my pizza. And that's only until all the slices run out.
You didn't need to do that.
Well, I wanted to, because I'm nice. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay, Struggling with the short days, the darkness makes me miserable. Why don't you get a mood lamp? Do they work? Have you ever got that?
I don't know, and you certainly don't have the money to spend on one of those.
I don't have any money, but I need a mood lamp. Can't I just turn the bathroom light on and be near it?
Oh, speaking of which, I've solved all of your money problems.
Yeah, please.
In 2 weeks' time, it's going to be our year of the podcast, 1 year anniversary, and we're launching our Patreon. So if you give us money, Bilal won't be poor anymore.
Please do, and remember we split it between us and also the guys that help us make this
and stuff. So that's actually we're getting about 12 pence.
So we need you all to do £100 each, basically. Also, sorry, very quickly because you promoted your crap show. I'm doing.
Oh, actually, can you put money in the jar?
No, that's not a swear word.
Crap's a swear word in some countries.
Which ones?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm going on tour around the UK and Dublin.
When's your tour start?
May and June.
Well, can you not wait until my show's out the way next week? I not just have my promo for 1 week? It's the first time I've ever promoted anything on this show.
I've got a lot more. That's not true. I've got a lot more tickets. All right, and the
show,
and it's very important. The show,
not like yours.
I'm not having tour support. I need money.
I do it for Rob Beckett and Lloyd Griffiths, so I could do it.
Yeah, there's a difference between me and them. How big are the venues?
I don't know. I'm not a man for details.
Can we introduce our guest?
Yes, I think we should. He's a very good friend of mine, and I'm very excited to have him on the podcast. That's not my intro. Do you want to do yours first?
I'll do my intro first.
Okay.
We both do an intro because he has to.
I already told him.
You have to let him join in.
The listeners know, watchers.
He doesn't know where he is.
The voyeurs. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest, very lucky to have a proper guest, unlike all the other scum we've had.
Especially last week. Yeah.
This lad, you can't say that. This lad is his father is a very successful footballer, and he said, "You know what? I don't want to follow in my papa's footsteps." And he said, "I'm gonna." Papa. He said, "I don't want to do that," because he wanted him. His dad pushed him. It's in his autobiography. Pushed him very hard to be a footballer, and they haven't spoken for 20 years. And he said, "I'm not going to take that route." He said, I'm going to be a star of the stage and the screen, Daddy-O, because I don't want to be like you. I don't want to have all this stress. I don't want to do running around cones.
This is the best intro you've ever done.
It's really good.
Yeah.
He is a wonderful comedian, improviser. I've never met him before, but I like him. Follow each other on Twitter. Doesn't tweet enough.
I'm not on there anymore.
You are. I checked.
What do you mean?
It's called X now.
You're on there. It's
For
X.
people at
I'm
home,
sorry,
I'm
it's
an
X.
X.
For people that are at
Someone
home
needs
who are confused, the people peering in on what we're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
called X.
today's guest is Steen, RASKOPOULOS.
Did you have to look up his name then?
No, I was...
Did you just
Just
look up what he was
checking if I
called?
on Twitter.
no,
Did you just put your pin in,
I got a
which is
missed
8
call.
numbers to look at what his name was?
I got a missed call and the estate agent keeps calling me because I inquired about a flat. But
I
I'm not
hate when that
moving
happens.
anyway.
I hate that.
Non-stop.
And then you
Why
block
don't you
their
have,
number
why
and
don't you
then
have Google
yeah.
Screen Call?
All right.
No, that won't
The
stop
Matrix,
them
what?
calling.
It does because it calls and you press the button and then it automatically reads out this call is being screened and then they hang up. And if it's a real person, then they start speaking. Then you speak.
No,
to them.
they are real people.
Yeah, but they have to listen to you going. This is a screen call. Can you please say what this is about?
Do you want to do your intro?
Yes.
I'm
very excited to have this guy on the podcast. He's a jolly good friend of mine. He's actually one of the, if not the nicest human being of all time, and a very good-looking man. I'm not really into men, but if I had to date a man, I'd probably try and ask him on a date, even though he's married and he's got kids. But he's very nice. He's also. Have you heard of? Have I got news for you?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
He's not on that. He's on Whose Lines It Anyway, Australia. He's going to be in the new Apprentice.
The Apprentice?
Sorry, not the Apprentice. Fucking hell. He's going to be in the
Fucking
new
hell.
Office.
Yeah, jolly good mates, hey?
The new
Best mates,
Apprentice.
yes.
I just forgot the names of 2 programs.
Imagine
My
that was.
intro.
Imagine promoting that. I'm going. Have you seen The Apprentice?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Have you seen the episode where all the
Oh, God.
boys have to come up with a toothbrush? And they come up with like Mr. Woofy or Mr. Whiffy, and it's just a brown log.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like they're
saw
brushing
that.
the tooth with shit.
Yeah, so he's going to be on
So
that.
I'd be very good at The Apprentice.
He's a very good footballer. I enjoy his company a lot.
Can you tell people I'm not going to be in The Apprentice, please?
Yeah, I'm not going to be on the Apprentice. Let me start again.
You never know.
To be
Whose
fair.
Line Is It Anyway? Australia.
Yeah,
The
2000
Office. Australia.
Hmm.
In a very famous advert that I'm not going to necessarily say about because I don't know if he wants people to know that that's a real thing.
You were supposed to check.
Oh, that is me checking. A amazing comedian, actor, improviser. He's one half of the Bear Pack. He's called Steen RASKOPOULOS. And he's sat opposite us right now. Hello, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Joe. Thank
I
you
would
for
say
that.
it's not always like
Whose
this.
intro
This is
did you
exactly how it
prefer?
is.
I mean,
You can't prefer mine. I won't even allow it to be.
yeah, I think the way that Bilal
Mine's been
used
VAR'd.
papa
Mine
and
was all
daddy-o,
facts.
like
It was
2
all
different
facts.
words that my dad would never use.
Yeah,
I
reach
think
out
it's-
to
I've
him,
met your
you
dad.
know.
so
I,
that's-
You
I-
should
I need
speak
to,
again.
I need to. But
Mm.
just when I said no more cones, he goes, well, no, more sun. And he walked away. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. But,
Oh, man.
no, he's well. He's actually here on Saturday.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Should I come?
Yeah, come.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You want to come?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean, come? Where?
We're all going to meet
Just
Papa.
to your house?
I don't know. What do you reckon?
We're all going to meet
You wanna
Big
come?
Pops.
Yeah?
Mm.
We'll go for
You met Big Pops.
Yeah, at
yeah,
Spurs.
he's nice.
Yeah, you brought him to see the new Spurs ground.
Yeah. I think you got hammered that game as well.
Me, what, drinking?
No,
And
the football
I did
team.
yeah.
Did you?
I was so drunk.
What?
Because that was in the bad old days
Mm.
when we were really boring.
Against like a terrible team
Yeah,
as
and
well.
so I'd spend a lot of time in the bar.
Mm.
Because it's like,
I love football, soccer, and I don't know what that was.
that's
And,
what
uh,
So your Fleabag moment?
Yeah, Stuart Lee moment. He
Oh.
does that. Remember?
Mm.
I don't know any footballers at all. I'd find it weird knowing a footballer and then watching them play. I can't. What? How old were you when your dad was doing all that?
So my dad was a professional from the age of 15. So like he would muck up so much in high school, but the principal was a fan of like the football club that he played for. So he'd always get, you know, like that episode of The Simpsons where like Bart always goes into the office when Ned Flanders is there and gets like the sweets and the lollies and that. Like that's what my dad kind of did. So he could do literally anything, and as long as he'd bring home like a signed jersey for the principal, yeah. But he was touring, like he played under 20s Australian when he was 15, 16.
But did you
and then
see him play as a kid? Or
Yeah.
were you already
like-
retired?
he was still playing in the late, I would have been like 2, 3
Oh,
max.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he retired quite early, like around like 29, 30 because of he had a really bad back.
Mm.
And then he became a CEO of like the club that he played for. So when I was
Whoa.
like, and that was like when I was 13, 14. So then I got to just travel around Australia with him
Oh,
from state to
cool, man.
state. And I had like a pass, which is one of those like literally like it's a director on it, like one of the owners. So whenever like you went to the big sports stadiums, all the security guards were like, hey, and they just say like Steen Raskopoulos, director. But it's just like me with a 12-year-old, 13-year-old photo. Yeah, and we won the championship in Perth at Subiaco Oval, like 60,000 people. We won 1-0.
Wow.
It was great. I was 15.
And at
That's so
15,
cool.
you
Yeah.
obviously got quite a good grasp of like, how like important your dad is to that.
Oh yeah, but even growing up, because he's Greek, and like in Australia when the professional teams started, they're all like migrant clubs. So like even Ange Postecoglou, he South Melbourne was his
Yeah,
club,
okay.
and my dad played for Sydney Olympic, which is like their rival. Like the two Greek clubs used to play like very intense rivalries against each other. So like that, in terms of like the Greek community and my dad, anytime you'd see like an old Greek man would walk up to me like, you play soccer like your dad, you play soccer? Why not play soccer? And like would spit on me kind of thing because I told him I played cricket.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
you
not
was decent
allowed.
at cricket.
I was all right, yeah.
Rebellious, very rebellious
Yeah.
of you playing cricket.
Yeah, didn't like it at
and
all.
Comedians football, what an engine.
Yeah?
No,
an
Joey's
absolute
taking that piss.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not good.
You're one of the best players there.
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
are. Who do you think's better than you at Comedians football?
There's many people better than me.
Like who?
What do you mean? Everyone.
Name some of the players.
Matt, Tom, James,
Matt
Chris,
is good.
Liam,
Tom, who?
Maximus,
Huh.
Jonathan, Johnson.
You're just making up names
Maximus?
now.
He's good. Whenever he traps the
See,
ball,
I told you he's an improver.
whenever he
You gotta
traps
watch
the
this
ball at
guy.
the back, he goes maximum speed. He just kicks the ball and runs.
Steen, I've got a quick feature. It's called Vet the Guest,
Okay.
where we check whether you're appropriate for the podcast
All right.
or you have to leave. We actually had Alan Sugar on last week, but he failed.
Yeah,
And he had
also
to go.
Ange Postecoglou, he didn't. We couldn't put that episode out because he didn't pass the test. So
Did he
didn't
not?
pass the test,
Oh,
Ange.
no.
If your dad came on, I'm sure he would.
He
Oh,
kept
yeah.
saying mate, didn't he?
He kept saying mate and Socceroos.
Can't stand it.
Kept saying Socceroos.
I have 5 quick questions.
Do I have to give you a quick answer, or can I think about
You
it?
can think about it,
All right.
but please answer honestly because it's not nice to lie on podcast. Please.
Would never.
Please.
Would never.
Question 1.
And don't try and lie to get out of doing the podcast. We have had people lie to try and leave early. And they've actually
Yeah.
scored quite highly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, Scroobius Pip. Question number 1. You ever use harissa paste?
I think once.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
But then it sits in your fridge forever because you only use it once.
Nah, just use it more.
Yeah, I need
What
to use it
for?
more.
Harissa chicken? What else?
Yeah, man.
Is that it?
That's kind of it.
You have that every
You
night?
could do a
Two
really
fish
nice
tube?
sweet potato-y
Yeah, I think that's what I did, like
thing
a
with it.
potato with onion and stuff.
and a bit of feta on top. Doesn't go amiss.
Feta, the devil's cheese.
Question 2. Did
The
you like...
poor cheese?
Question 2.
I know,
Wait,
it's-
what? You don't like
It's
feta?
not a good
How is it
cheese.
the devil's cheese?
It's rubbish.
It's not rubbish. It's
Compared
delicious.
to all the other cheeses.
Like what?
Jarlsberg.
What?
Are you taking
Yeah.
the mick?
Carlsberg?
Jarlsberg.
You're off your face, man.
Gouda. I like the
Nah.
Dutch cheeses.
Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Question number 2. Did you like Saltburn?
I haven't seen it.
Okay. You watch it?
No.
You couple of... Question number 3. Favorite Pokemon these days?
Or these days, Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
I think I finally understood. Like after having 2 kids, I think I finally get him.
Do your
Or
kids
it.
like Pokemon?
It's really
Did
good.
I?
Do your kids like Pokemon?
They're 2 and 4 months old, so yeah, 100%.
Especially the 4-month-old.
yeah, yeah.
What were you going to say?
You've really gone down my estimation for even knowing anything about Pokemon.
What?
Just think it's weird when people. Like
Mate,
that.
we've like my sister Jordan and I, we have like first edition Charizards like somewhere in our garage
Yeah.
at our family
them?
home.
Yeah, my wife's massively into Pokemon.
Like,
she'll love
We're
this
sitting on a
chat.
gold mine, Joey.
Sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Question
proper money.
Yeah. Take it on, what's that show?
Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you turn up with? I
You
don't
look
even
at
know.
it
How
with
do you
a
turn up
little
with it?
bit.
Is it like, oh, it's in my phone? What is it? I
But
don't
that's
know.
what's going to be like in 60 years' time. People are going to be doing that. right?
NFTs.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Who are you jealous of?
Who am I jealous of? Anyone that can sleep. Like fuck you. And I hate people who are like, oh, I'm tired. If you don't have, if you don't
He
have
said
kids-
that today.
If you don't have, you can't say
hates
that.
you.
Can't say that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But do you struggle to get to sleep at night or is it just that you always have to wake up in the night?
Yeah, always wake up in the night.
Because
Yeah.
he's got 2 babies.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Could you? But you didn't have a problem sleeping before you had kids.
Oh no!
no.
I was
don't
a
have a
great
problem
sleeper,
sleeping.
Joe. You should have seen me sleep back in the day.
I know. Well,
People used to speak about me sleeping.
Well,
They're
do you
like,
know-
"Whoa, did you see him?"
Do you know what people
Did
are
you see him
calling me?
sleep?
Do you know what people are calling me the new Steen Raskopoulos of sleep? Because I sleep very well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm jealous of that.
I
Yeah,
heard
but
you
I'm
guys
jealous
say
of Joey
that.
then.
that's why I'm not having
jealous of you.
kids.
And final question of
Yep.
Vet the Guest. If you found proof that the earth is flat, would you talk about it?
No, I do a TikTok.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But then you'll be known as, like, because you can't prove it, but you've seen the
Oh,
evidence,
so I know.
right?
So say
You
again.
know.
Say, say.
yeah. So you've seen clear proof that the earth is flat.
Yeah.
You can't show anyone that proof.
Yeah.
But would you talk about it?
So I'll do an Edinburgh show about it.
But you'd be the flat earth guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it'll be called.
The flat earth guy.
Yeah.
Do you think people would think you're weird?
I would call it a flat white.
But why can't I?
because
If
I'm
I've
white and it's-
if
and I'm
I've
flat
got
earther.
if I've got the evidence to support that, why
You
can't I
don't
do it?
have it. You
Oh,
can't show them.
I just know.
You just
No.
know.
You know? I'd keep it to myself.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
It's like I know about ghosts, but I can't really tell people because people don't believe me.
You know about ghosts?
Yeah.
What do you mean you know about them?
So I must have talked about this on here before,
I don't think.
right? So
Don't look. I've
No,
never been on
no,
a podcast.
no,
Don't
no,
admit.
no, no. But you've listened to them all, right?
Yeah.
Wait, that's in the contract. Every guest has to listen to all the episodes.
Episode
before they come
33
on.
is my favourite.
So
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
struggling to get guests because I haven't got time to listen to. So I had this when my nan died. We cleared out our house
Yeah.
and got this box of shot glasses. She wasn't a particularly big drinker at all, right?
What are they doing there?
But well, I think they were maybe passed down, whatever. It could have been her mum's or whatever. But they
planted.
were in a box, right?
Mm.
And the lid of the box was like a shoebox lid. So like the lid comes over the side of the box,
Yeah.
like a shoebox, yeah. And they've been in my flat for a few months. They've been on the kitchen table. I didn't really know what to do with them. I've gone off to the Edinburgh Festival. My ex, who I was living with, obviously, at the time, came home one day and they were on the floor. Now, nobody had been in the flat. They just like managed to get out of the box and onto the floor, apropos of nothing, which my ex found quite weird. Put them all back in the box, put the lid on the box, put them on a different part of the kitchen on the side by the cooker,
Yeah.
got a drink for themselves and their friend, came back into the kitchen to get a
Shut
second drink,
up.
and the lid was clean off the box.
No.
Yeah. Put the lid back on the box, came back out later, the lid was off the box again. Told me about it. It was the birthday of my nan the first year since she died. Her first birthday since she died. It was on that exact
I
day.
think it was a little mouse
So I
having a
think-
laugh.
I think it was a mouse having a laugh.
Or
Or
the
the
It was my
friend,
nan's.
the friend with your ex.
No.
Can we find them? Can we validate that story?
Mm.
Film a
Maybe.
Netflix documentary about it.
Yeah. But so I know there's ghosts, but people won't believe me. So
What would
I
you
can't.
call it?
This
Ghostly
one?
glasses.
The-
Cheers
Cheers to that, Nan.
Grandmama?
Shots.
So-
Shots?
Shots. But shots fired. But the thing is.
Shots fired.
But the thing is,
Mm.
for about 2 weeks afterwards, I was like, well, that's definite proof of some sort of afterlife, and I need to
Yeah,
really
right.
sort of sort myself out a bit.
So when
And, you
my
know, after a while, I just forgot about it.
when my great grandmother passed away, she was like 97, and she only like she tried to take
Good genes.
a proper like wheelie bin up the hill to put outside for the guy. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. And she broke her hip and then passed away sadly in hospital. But when my sisters always go to visit her grave, there's always a raven that like just sits on this tree, and always there. Whenever she goes to visit, always there. And then my sister got married maybe like 7-8 years later. They've got a wedding photo standing in front of the Sydney Opera House, and there's like a fucking raven smack bang in the middle flying past of the
Have you seen The Crow?
the
Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee? Yes,
It's
I
like
have.
that.
Yeah.
It's like that. He hasn't seen films.
Joey.
No, I
It's
haven't
got a
seen
very
many
good
films.
song by The Cure in it. When
Okay.
he's doing his makeup. Remember? That's what it is.
I haven't watched it for a long time, but I believe you.
Now, has that raven come around again?
I don't know.
That's-
I don't know.
Right. That's pretty spooky.
It's spooky.
When my parents moved into their house and I was living with them for a bit, we could hear footsteps up and down the stairs, and I'd wake up with scratches on my chest. But, you know, it's all right.
Sorry, what?
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 Who's scratching your chest?
Don't know. Pretty scary, right? It's all right.
I
They're
don't
gone
think you're
now.
a good sleeper.
I think it was haunted for a bit, but I think it's
Welcome
fine
back
now.
to the Halloween special. Got a problem,
Ghoulish
mate? It's
podcast.
the wrong time of year for this. Steen, did you know that you are the third most famous Steen?
Who are the other two?
Steen, the rapper,
Who's that?
Who's
I
that?
don't know, but he's 40. That's just what it says on famous birthdays.
That's it.
Famous Steens. And Steen Ella Rasmussen, who's an architect.
Oh, good on him.
And then you.
That's cool.
I think they're done. No, they're not even done in age order. That's how, according to famousbirthdays.com,
and that's the
that's
legitimate
the order
birthday. Yeah.
of how famous they are.
Don't go on .org.uk.
So I don't know how many series of Whose Lines It Anyway
The Apprentice.
Steen Ella Rasmussen has done.
Nah.
But
Yeah, where are his buildings? Are they still standing? Probably.
probably.
If it's two. If it's two.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming
Oh,
on this
mate.
podcast.
You couldn't get the other 4.
I can get the other 3 Steens. One of them is dead, so
Oh,
yeah.
all
So
right,
the other
yeah.
one,
yeah.
and I've only just found out the other one exists. To be
Really?
honest, Steen the
I think
rapper.
there's a golfer called Steen Tinning. When
He didn't
I
even
first
make this.
discovered the internet, that's what I think.
So, how comes your name's so uncommon? What's
It's Danish,
Okay.
but my dad used to play with a Danish footballer called Steen someone.
Oh,
And I think someone wanted Steve, but my dad didn't like Steve. And then they were like, oh, he's a nice guy. So they
Oh
went with
well,
Steve.
I'm glad that
That's
you
nice.
brought up the Steve thing, because later
Hmm.
on we've got a feature called Stone Cold Steen RASKOPOULOS.
Can't wait, Joey.
Can't wait. But
that's real.
that is
No,
real.
no.
It's real. I spent time on that. This
After
morning.
fucking Harissa pace, I'm pretty sure it's coming up.
Is it a podcast normally like this when you go on as a guest?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
We're doing it right.
Thank God.
So as you know, this podcast is about problems,
Yeah.
which I forgot to tell you about in advance.
Yeah.
Bilal, what's your problem this week?
I'm really struggling to. I want to be a gym guy. You look like you're in good shape,
I'm hot, yeah.
and I can't. You look like nice shape,
Okay, thank you.
and
Do you mean nice jumper?
no, nice
Maybe
body,
nice
a sexy body. So I am never
I've seen
very
his
good at.
arms.
Yeah,
Yeah. At
Where?
football. At football.
Google.
The only part of the body where I expose
Yeah.
myself.
Where are his
football.
arms like?
Forearms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good skin tone. colour? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. What's your problem?
I can't ever go to the gym for that long. Like the longest I did work out was 3 months, quite solidly.
Yeah.
What
my-
about going home?
Yeah. The police were looking for me.
Tom Hanks is going to star in the movie about you. Can't leave the gym. The terminal.
And I did notice that my biceps got very rounded, which was a nice thing to realize. But beyond that, I can't ever go for that long. And how do I make it a part of my life to work out regularly?
Did you? So after 3 months, when you stopped, did you
Just
get
stopped.
injured? Did your membership run out?
Got cold. It got cold out. And I
So
thought,
you
I'm
were
not
like, oh,
going.
it's a bit of a hassle to go to the gym.
Hassle.
Yeah, right. So did you start training in summer? Or
I guess so, yeah. Springish.
How
Spring.
close is the gym to your house?
It's really not far. It's like 5 minutes. Man.
Also, it can be springish because you train in spring, then it'd be summer, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's how that
It's
goes.
probably autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah, so stop lying to yourself. Number one, all right?
All right, I'm
Take
sorry.
responsibility of
Yeah.
your actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see the football coach.
I can see.
coming
I
out,
can
yeah.
see it was what it was like.
Do you get like self-conscious when people watch you at the gym?
Not really. I used to because I'm a skinny lad,
Mm.
and I thought these big guys look at me and think, what is he doing here? He shouldn't be here. But no one cares, do they? Everyone's
That's
into their own
self-esteem
thing.
issues.
Yeah.
You need to work on yourself inside before you work on your muscles outside.
I'd like to get very muscular and then film people doing like the wrong things at gym and put that on Instagram and do like hashtag gym prats.
But do you ever watch Joey Swole on Instagram?
Page.
Joey Swole?
Joe Page.
Joey Swole?
No, what is
He's an
swole?
Instagram account.
As in swole, as in like.
Yeah,
Swole.
he's absolutely he's genuinely one of the biggest dudes you've ever seen in life.
Yeah.
But
Let's have a
people
look.
tag him in for other people take the piss out of people going to the gym, kind of
Yeah.
thing, and he just like calls them out.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
Because
see-
Mikhailo Mudryk did it. Did you see that?
Mm.
Mudryk, the Chelsea player, did that to
I
someone.
mean,
he
this
filmed
guy's
a guy,
ridiculous. Mainly because
his body.
Yeah, he's huge.
no, mainly because he's wearing no top but a woolly hat.
That's
Look
not
at this guy.
that's not keeping him warm.
That's him.
That's him.
But in a very positive way, he always calls people out for
No, that's really
filming.
good.
He's like,
Yeah.
hey, who are you? People training gym to be,
Okay,
you
so
know?
I've got him on my side if that happens.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
100%.
Yeah, no, I'm not that self-conscious. It's just the
Do you like a routine? Do you like being told like, hey, you need to be here need to do this.
It's
or-
good for me to have a routine,
Yeah,
definitely.
It's important.
Yeah.
What about classes? Would you ever go do classes?
Yes, I should do that.
That's how I got back into
Really?
training.
And what
yeah.
ones are you doing?
Like high intensity interval training.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit.
Heat.
Yeah.
It's like 2 eyes.
Yeah. But they do like
Heat.
they do lifting ones amongst it. But for me, if I get into a routine, like I've booked it, I have to go. There's people there, and I'm very competitive as well, which is not a good way to train in terms of like if you're just doing it for yourself, but like knowing there's other people like watching and like I think you just push yourself a little bit more.
Mm.
Yeah. And is that...
I genuinely believe that to be true because I run around this little park near where I live.
Oh, we watch you.
And there's not a lot of other people in there. But then I ran to Victoria Park and there was loads of runners. And I knocked about a minute and a half of my time because just subliminally you're like, I want to get past that person. I want to get past that person.
But like it doesn't work for all practice. Like, I used to love going to yoga, but I'm too competitive. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this
so
pose and hold
hard,
this
isn't
stuff.
it?
And then blah, blah. And it's like, that's not the point of doing
And you
yoga.
see, and there's people that are incredible at yoga.
Oh, mate. And they're like twice the age as well.
Yeah. I've experienced that.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, maybe I should do like a weekly class.
I think it's just getting to the routine. And then once you like push through and you just keep going, then you just get into the thing, oh, I've got to go.
I've got a suggestion if I may.
Please do.
So, there's a band called Parquet Courts. Are you aware of them?
No.
Right.
You aware of them?
Of who?
Parquet Courts. They're like a post-punk kind of band. They're very popular from New York. They're very.
I'm sure they're great.
You know I know my music. Anyway, right?
We listen to proper music.
No, it is proper music.
The Wiggles. Tiggy Boo. Ever heard of Tiggy Boo?
Tiggy Boo.
Just got into it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Baby Shark. All the different versions.
I've heard of Baby Shark.
That's a good song, though.
It's not. If you've
It's not.
like, if I got
You look
captured,
like a haunted man.
if I got captured and they tortured me,
Yeah.
I'd be, and they just played that.
You give up
I'm
all
ready
the
for
secrets.
it. No, I'm ready for
Oh,
it.
you.
I'm like that
Oh.
trained in listening to it now.
Mm.
Do it. Try it. Nah. Wouldn't
Yeah.
work.
They'll probably do other stuff.
Yeah. Like
Oh, if they did that, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, if they physically attack my
waterboarding.
boy, yeah, I'm fucked.
Waterboarding, almost certainly. That's what they like to do, isn't it? And
Oh, yeah.
stretching. They stretch you out. That's yoga, though. You could.
that'd be
That's
nice,
yoga.
yeah.
You ever done Pilates?
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
fucking
great.
hard though.
Yeah, they're really hard. You feel pain the next day in areas you didn't know existed.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Just like
Like,
ethical.
like your ghost self.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Have you thought about combining training with creativity? Because this is what I was going to talk to you about, right? The guy from Parquet Courts, right? How he wrote the last album was he took LSD, he did this regularly, and then go to the gym, right? And then he'd work out, and then when he had an idea, he'd stop and like record it into a little tape recorder.
Did
and
he
then get
even
back on
know
the
he was
machines.
in the gym?
But that's what he was doing.
Could have
Seriously,
been like just
you
at a
look it
bus
up
stop.
online. He talks about it openly. in
Was he
interviews.
microdosing it?
I don't know. Semi? I'm gonna
That
say.
feels like bad advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but creativity.
That feels like I would
plus-
be in the gym for
plus
3
drugs,
months.
plus gym.
You'd be there for a
Well, I'll
year.
take LSD for 3 months.
You feel like you was in there for 3 months. You've been there for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Just looking at a machine.
But
looking at
imagine
a
trying to
treadmill.
like go to the gym and look at your body after taking LSD in a mirror. Surely that's
Oh.
that's not good.
It'd be like being. Would it be like being in a hall of mirrors?
Don't know. Never done
Don't know.
LSD.
And was the album good?
Yeah,
the
very
guy.
good. Very good.
Oh, okay.
love it.
Lifting, putting down weights.
It does sound a bit like that, actually. Different words, but it's like that's exactly what Parquet Courts sound like.
Yeah, right.
Weirdly, so
Okay.
maybe you have heard them.
Subliminally, maybe.
Maybe your 2-year-old's into Parquet Courts.
I'll
You
give
haven't
him a go.
realised
I'll
that's what
give
you've
him
been
a go.
listening to, along with Baby Sharks.
Can
Oh,
I
wait.
read out listener correspondence?
Oh,
Yeah.
is this a listener problem?
Yeah, a comment was left on our Christmas special. Chorlton Outlaw, who does watch me on Twitch, I know who he is.
Chorlton, that's in near
Chorlton,
Manchester.
It's
Yeah.
in Manchester, yeah.
I've gigged there.
I have a problem. In every episode, Bilal says, I'm sorry about this to the guest when Joey is saying something. I think this would make Joey feel unvalued and sad and not help him with his burgeoning depression problem. What can
Right,
be
number
done about
one.
this?
Just because my marriage fell apart, I am not depressed. Number two,
They did say burgeoning.
Burgeoning.
Joy.
burgeoning.
Sorry, continue.
What does burgeoning mean?
Go on, continue.
Burgeoning.
Burgeoning depression problem? Like it's going well, the depression?
Oh,
No, like in the
No,
opposite.
it's getting worse,
It's
isn't it?
getting worse.
Yeah, but I haven't got it to start with. Number one. Number two.
Denial. First form of depression.
Number 2, I have such confidence and self-belief that Bilal's little he chips away at me and I don't even notice because...
But it's quite funny
It's
to
so
apologise on behalf of him to a guest when he's done nothing. I'm sorry about him.
It's all right.
See? It's a good bit.
Also, how do you
But
respond
the
to
listeners
that?
aren't enjoying it.
The depression
Yeah.
bit.
No, when you're like, I'm sorry about Joey, because like straight away, like when someone apologizes, you like your
You have to
first
say it's
instinct,
all
it's all right. Like he's done nothing wrong. Joey's my friend.
100% of the audience members that have been asked about this have said it's a problem. So I think you need to stop doing it.
Stopped apologising for you.
Yeah, because 100% of the listeners that have got in touch about it don't like it.
What, the one guy?
The
Yeah.
one guy.
No one's got in touch and said I like this bit.
Yeah, but when you sort out your behaviour
100% of our
and your
complaints have been
burgeoning
about that.
depression.
100% of our complaints have been about that. And when you sort of piss out of Raoul Moat and said he was like an XL bully.
Now, no, it's because we were both laughing.
Do you know who Raoul Moat is?
Oh, he's a legend.
Oh, wow. So you know Gazza?
He's not. That's a joke.
Gascoigne?
Yeah. He was Gazza's mate.
Okay. Did they
And he
play
went-
football together?
No.
No.
I don't know how he knew him. He's
Okay.
from the Newcastle area.
I think
And-
it turned out he didn't actually know him.
And didn't he go on like he went on a
He went on like he tried to go
gun
on
rampage?
on a rampage, killing police was his plan. Okay,
And Paul Gascoigne went to try and calm him down
With
with...
fishing rod or
Yeah,
something?
with a fishing
okay,
rod.
Okay.
But then I think it turned out he didn't actually know him,
Right.
which is weirder. And we were talking about
How Raoul Moat was like an XL bully.
because
Everyone's so scared of these dogs.
the police. I was making the point that the police should have just shot him in the arm instead of assassinating him. And I was saying they should do that with XL bullies. Like, why? Just because it runs into a playground, why'd you have to assassinate it? Throw a big net on it.
'Cause that would
But
scare
as
the
we were
kids.
talking about this, we were laughing a lot, and a lot of people were upset.
And that clip
But I think
has
more
got
people,
our most complaints of any clip about the...
I think if you just like just shoot him in the arm rather than like kill the person, I think that would create more doubt because I think someone like, which arm? Which arm do I shoot? But if you like just kill someone,
Leg.
of course they're just going to shoot.
Either leg. Take him out of the knee.
Foot.
But then he's saying more things. What is it? Arm? Is it leg? Is it ankle? Is
Well,
it
head.
I think you got...
Head's dead.
I think you got to demobilise him.
Okay, how
Yeah.
do we do that?
Leg.
Leg.
Kneecap him.
Oh.
But knee capping's very different from shooting him in the knee.
Not if you do it with a gun.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you want to hear my problem?
fine.
I think just get peer pressured or just get into a schedule and you'll continue to go.
Who's this?
Thank you.
What's this guy? Chorlton, what's his name?
Chorlton Outlaw.
I just like to say, don't worry about me, but thank you for your concern. Okay, so
He's wanked off your nan's ghost.
so here we go. Right, I've got a genuine problem. I've made something worse.
Well, you're saying Bilal's wasn't a genuine problem?
No.
Come on, mate.
No, I'm just saying like sometimes on the podcast
Yeah.
we have to because we do this every week.
Mhm.
I haven't got a problem every week. Do you know what I mean?
You do,
So I was
mate.
scratching
You do.
around thinking about things that could be going wrong. And actually, I need to talk about how, well, two things have gone. Last week on the podcast,
Mhm.
I said, and you'll understand this, and maybe people are doing this to you because of your stock is rising, right?
Is it?
I've got a
This
famous,
bio.
I've got a famous American friend,
Okay.
right? I'm going to do a project in America.
Taylor Swift?
It'd be,
Is it Taylor Swift?
it's not Taylor Swift.
I think it's Taylor Swift.
It might
and-
be.
Is it Taylor Swift?
Yeah, it is a musician.
It's fucking Taylor Swift.
With long hair. But anyway, right. So, and my friend is friends with
Taylor Swift.
with a couple of quite big American comedians.
Okay.
And I was like, it would really help me if you could put me in touch with your friends.
Yeah.
And my idea for this podcast, for this documentary, is I try and get famous by the age of 40 in America. But the problem is I'm starting when I'm 39. So it's like an impossible task, right?
Yeah, right.
So I kind of wanted them to help, like by like doing some like parody things, of like me asking them to help me get famous,
Mhm.
and then them being like, "Who are you? F off," kind of,
Mm-hmm.
you know. My friend didn't really understand. So basically, I messaged him about it, didn't reply,
Mm-hmm.
and so last week on the podcast, I was like, I felt like that's got awkward. Like, do I push again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And last week's guest was like, "Yeah, you like it's not as bad as you ever think it's gonna be. You should just like send another message." So sent another message,
Mm.
and he was like. Taylor Swift was like, was like, oh shit, did I say the
It's an
name? Did I
exclusive.
say the name?
It's out.
Was like, yeah, I just don't know how comfortable I feel with asking my friends if they can help you get famous by the age of 40. And I was like,
No.
no, that's not what it is. You didn't watch the trailer that I sent you. You didn't read any of the stuff that I sent you. that's made it worse.
Oh, jeez.
Joey.
So it's not always good to listen to guests' advice. But having said that, I have got a problem this week. Right?
Joey, this might double down.
Double down.
Go make me famous.
So I go, listen, you fucking moron.
I
You
need
didn't even
to be
read what I-
famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now make me famous and fuck
If you
off.
don't help me, if you don't help me,
And then just
I'm
click,
going to run into a playground and hope that someone chucks a
click
net
that
over
thing
me.
we did before,
Like an
little
Excel
gif,
bully.
little gif like that, Joey.
All the angry face
Oh,
emojis.
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
No,
Is that not your problem?
that's not my problem. That's just an update on last week's problem.
Oh,
But
I didn't ask about that.
my problem this week, yeah, I've made something worse.
Oh, dear.
So I was working at my girlfriend's place, right? And
Working,
The
as in
flat
like
above-
writing comedy, building a shelf,
listen to this,
typing.
typing away, coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
If you must know, Steen, I was working on my workshop that I've started doing these corporate workshops
Oh,
where I
nice.
teach corporate people that work in boring jobs how to be more interested in presentations and stuff.
Mate, I was wondering why the swear jar was absolutely flooded with coins.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually sworn on this episode yet.
You have.
Have I? I just
Yeah.
forgot to put money in. Because it demonetizes us, so I have to pay back to the crew.
Yeah.
So
Understand,
sorry.
understand.
We've
So-
lost thousands.
Everyone
so,
comes with less clothes every week.
I was working on my workshop presentation stuff,
Okay.
and the flat above,
Hmm.
I can hear this like
Cool.
Cool,
it's
man.
not drumming. It was like someone running up and down, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What's that? That's weird."
Oh, ghosts.
And then and then it carried on for like longer than 10 minutes. And sometimes it'd be louder, and sometimes it'd be quiet. Sometimes it'd be in one corner of the room, other.
Was it the cast of The Lion King?
Well, right. So here's my theories. Right. First, I
That's
thought
not
maybe.
enough.
First, I thought someone was like maybe cleaning something quite aggressively. Like
Yeah.
they're in one bit, they're in another. Maybe like wooden floor. I don't know what they're doing. Then I was like, oh, it's been going on for like nearly an hour now. I was like, a workout? Is she doing a workout up there? This woman? So it's going on for over an hour now. So I was like, it's getting ridiculous. I can't concentrate. I messaged Rebecca and I said, is it all right if I go up and find out what's going on? So I went and I knocked on the door.
Oh, dear.
Right? I said, hi. This woman stuck her head out the door. She's about 5'6", and like nothing really stood out about her. Like she seemed like a normal person.
Not sweating, not.
No, not sweating, but she was in like, I don't know, comfy clothes. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hi, sorry, it might not even be your flat. 'Cause I was so shocked by
Has she ever met you, by the way? So you just knocked on a rant, like
Yeah.
from her point of view,
Yeah.
door's open, just a random guy. Long
Well, the door
hair.
didn't open, her head came out the door.
What do you mean? As in, like,
Like-
here's Johnny?
No, like she just like, she like opened it part way. And was
She
like,
hit it with an axe.
Yes.
And I said, oh, sorry, I'm just in the flat downstairs and I'm really trying to concentrate on some work. And there's been a lot of like banging going on. I don't even know if it's coming from your flat 'cause there's 2 flats up there. But I thought, oh, maybe I've knocked on the wrong flat. But I was almost certain it was that. But 'cause I was so shocked by her just being this like quite small, normal like woman about my age. And I was like, so, and I was expecting her to be like, oh, sorry, I was just doing a workout. I'm nearly done, whatever. And she went, I went, it might not even be you. She went, oh, just, sorry, I was a bit upset before. And I went, sorry? She went, yeah, I was just a bit upset before. And I went, okay. I said, it might not even be coming. I said, because it's been going on for quite a long time. Because I thought, well, that doesn't explain that. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't explain that. She went, yeah, no, I think it was me. I'll just keep it down a bit. And then she shut the door. And I was like, what the fuck? What is going on? So and then I went back downstairs, shut the door, because I now didn't want her to know which flat I'd come from. Because I was like, this now sounds like I've made like a mortal enemy with someone who's got something going on, and I don't want her to like key my car or like, you know, like smash up my
Joe, can I
girlfriend's
say
flat
once
while
again,
I'm not
you've
there.
never met this person.
No.
How's she going to key you a car?
Because she might be watching me out the window.
Right.
My car's parked in the forecourt there.
Okay.
And basically, then
hell.
it continued for a bit,
Oh,
about another half an
So
hour.
she's still upset.
And
you
then,
made her more upset.
and then
She-
my girlfriend came home and heard a couple of things. Went, is that what you were talking about? Like I was overreacting. I was like, no, that's. And then about 9 o'clock, it started again, and it went on for like another 2 hours.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Was she not happy with like a TV show ending? Do you know what I mean? Like disappointed in a finale or something, and she started like a new series or
Is that a spoiler alert
true
for the
detective,
Australian office?
Yeah, that's what he'd say.
There's been so many strata meetings about our show.
Was she disappointed in the show I'm in?
Yeah. Hope not.
And you're saying it was moving around.
Yeah, it's like someone running up
Can
and
you
down.
do it? Demonstrate
What, you
how
want me
it
to sit on the
sounded.
table?
Yeah.
No, with your hands.
It's
How
like-
did it sound?
And then it'd be like, and it'd be like, it wasn't drumming, it was footstep. Like, it wasn't like someone,
But that sounds like
Like jazz
different
drumming.
types of footsteps as well.
yeah, but it was heavier and softer and it was mad. But in some areas, it was really hard. Maybe she was jumping up and down.
If any listeners have any idea what that could
Yeah.
be, please email in or whatever, because
But now what do we
that's
do?
mad.
We now don't know what's going on.
So has it happened again since?
Well, it was happening that night.
Yeah, but
And
has
this
it
was
happened
only 2 nights
2
ago.
nights ago? Okay.
So I don't know.
And that has it been the first time it's happened?
No, but it wasn't like long enough for it to be something that you would go, oh, I wonder what's going on. Like then again, I thought it was like someone like hitting like a skirting board with a Hoover or something like that.
Why don't you film it and then you know how like all those like clips on Instagram and TikTok, like people build like different soundscapes. So you get like a guy who plays the bass and then get some play like the
Oh,
guitar,
monetize
and then
it.
monetize it,
Mm.
and call it
Monetize
like,
some woman's
yeah,
poor mental health.
Maybe
I'm
it's
only saying that
not.
because she said she was
Yeah.
upset. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's not poor mental health. Maybe she's dealing with it, and that's good.
Is that how you deal with stuff?
yeah.
If she's getting it out,
No,
I don't get my
How do you
emotions
deal
out.
with your anger, Steen?
Oh, I bury it, and it comes out twice in my lifetime, and boy, ooh,
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm similar.
it's scary.
Yeah.
It hasn't come out for a while. But
Oh.
yeah,
Do you know about mine?
no,
Have you spoken to Tom Parry about mine?
no.
The Rage page?
The rage
That-
page.
So,
Mine's
my
the
nickname-
Rascopolis.
The
I'm happy with that.
Rascopolis.
That's really good.
Yeah,
That
sorry
is
about that.
really good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what your next Edinburgh show should be called.
The
About the end of
Rascopolis.
the world. The Rascopolis.
Yeah, everything I've ever worked for. Nah, fuck that. I just one show about this thing I'm not passionate about.
Okay. That's how most shows start with a title.
What first? Why would
Come
you
up with
get
a title
Edinburgh
first.
Fringe?
Have you ever seen Channel 4? That's how all the programs of Channel 4 work. Come up with like a sort of pun title and then work up what the show's about from there. Naked
Yeah.
Attraction, for example.
That's a good show.
That's a great show.
Yeah, but they came up with the title. It's always come up. 4 in a Bed.
Brilliant.
How does that one work?
Have you not seen Four in a Bed?
No.
You seen Come Down With Me?
Yeah.
Four in a Bed is like that, but it's like bed and breakfast and hotel owners.
Oh,
They have to
And they
stay
go
at each other's
stay, and then
properties.
they're they go, there's a hair. Well, I'm
Yeah,
knocking
yeah,
50 quid off of the amount I'm going to pay.
but I always feel
That's
those
kind of-
people like they have whenever they critique someone else, they have like this, as in they're Michelin star trained
Yeah.
chefs and stuff, and then they put a fucking chicken in a microwave.
It's fantastic
Sorry.
television.
You know, I said
You can have that as your payment
that's
for
payment for-
travel
You had to get the
expenses.
tube here. So that
twice.
goes towards
For a
your-
time, I've got to get back.
Oh, yeah, take some more.
Thank you.
Just take this jar.
How
You
much
should
is
check
the
out
jar
Four in a
worth?
Bed.
Okay.
This is an antique.
I don't know, Joe. I think you listen out and just hope that she's okay.
But what if she
Yeah.
starts shit with us?
Starts shit.
Yeah, like what if she gets like vindictive? I'm scared.
Well, you know how she's going to react because you.
She's going to tap
No,
dance.
you know when she's coming.
yeah. And you
Could
know
it
when
be
she's
tap
angry.
dancing?
No, it wasn't
Aggressively?
rhythmical enough.
There
Unless
wasn't
she
any
shit at it.
music playing. Nothing.
No.
Is she practicing
never
like a
hear
silent
anything else
disco by
coming from up there.
herself? Is she go silent disco by
Ah.
herself?
Oh, maybe. I don't really trust people that go silent disco.
You can't.
You can't.
No,
you
no,
can't.
those should be in prison. Did
If you listen or watch this podcast and you go silent disco, please unsubscribe and unfollow. You're not welcome here. You are not welcome here. You probably can't hear us because you've got your silent disco headphones on.
pathetic? Did you bring a problem for us to discuss?
Yeah. So there's like a new coffee shop around the corner from where I live.
Right.
The coffee's very good. Like
Okay.
it's really good. The staff are really nice as well. They give you like a free pastry every
But they're
now and
racist.
then. No,
No?
quite the opposite. Generally, nothing like no faults. Great, like it. But because I went to like this other coffee shop, I don't see them anymore, and I always carry like the cup of coffee
Oh.
walking past them.
Mm.
My old like haunt, my old regular kind of place,
Mhm.
and I always get in my head like I need to hide that I'm buying a coffee from the other place and no longer going to that
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
Should I just go in and like break it to them and say, hey, this coffee's better and they're nicer there? Do I just keep trying to awkwardly walk past with the coffee, you know?
Can we look into why they're nicer?
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, I think the coffee is just better. They, like, just plain like bang, coffee's better. And they do give out a couple of free coffees and a few pastries every now and then. Like this new place. Maybe that's the new.
Yeah, that's not going to last forever.
Yeah, why not? But the other place has never given me shit.
Is the coffee a lot better than you?
Can I just say, I absolutely love this problem. Sometimes guests bring on dog shit problems.
But I hate confrontation. That's why I hate confrontation. So it's like,
which is why you're here. Because I said if you don't come on the
knocking
show,
on a stranger's door
out of you, and you had to come, even though you've got 2 kids and you're very busy. So right, hang on. So how close is the new place to the old place?
Oh, like 100 meters. It's close. That's what I mean. It's not as if I can avoid.
But it's not like next door.
No. And it's like if I don't walk.
You thought it was 100 centimeters, didn't you?
Hello?
That's close. That's close.
No, but the only way to go home is like to walk past both of them, essentially. Yeah. And if I go the long route, there's hills involved.
No, you don't need to be going long route. Your time is precious.
Come on.
You know.
Come on.
You got to train them kids on improv until they say no more yes ands, and then they become athletes instead of improvisers.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's what's
You see all these hilly places.
We don't want to learn any more lines, Daddy-o. We're going with Uncle, Grandpa, Pops to play football.
Use your improv around the cones, boys.
Your dad's playing the long game. He's brought up a son that's not become a sports person. So that the grandchildren will.
So speaking on that topic, I know this is going to be difficult for you to hear, but do you think really the problem with the coffee is that because your dad's not spoken to you for 20 years?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't even like coffee.
It's the name of the coffee place, Dad's Coffee.
Oh, here comes the RASKOPOULOS.
Oh, dear.
The coffee shop's called Dad.
Chinos.
The font just gets smaller.
Question mark. Dad?
Yeah.
So, because I think, how dare these new people come and step on the old coffee shop's turf?
Nah, man. I know your area. There's loads of nice coffee places there. Loads.
Yeah.
There's like at least 5 or 6
is it
quite fancy ones, I think.
Is it like when Calvin Phillips goes to West Ham and is like, I'm going to be the best of these central midfielders, even though there's already loads. I'm going to bring up the standard.
I think that's the reason why he moved.
Right. So no,
that was his guys. No,
so
but we're going to offer you. Shut up! I don't want to offer my money. Sorry.
So they're giving out free coffees and pastries occasionally.
Yeah.
How many times a week are you buying coffee from?
I'm there twice a day.
You're there twice a day.
Yeah.
What?
And here's the real.
Guys, when you're tired and you crave something that's I can't make what they do at home. Do you know what I mean? If I can make the flat white, I'd do it. Wouldn't leave the house.
Have you heard of a Tassimo?
What is a Tassimo?
Machine.
The coffee, but they're not as good as.
Come on, Joey.
An espresso?
Would you ever invest in the proper mad coffee machines they have in the shops?
Am I in Dragon's Den now or not? Oh, as in in them? So
no, would you get one for home?
Grinds the beans
I don't think we've got the room.
Get rid of one of the kids. Get rid of some of the awards that you've got between you, the pair of you, and then
I'll start with the kids. I'll go to the awards.
Get a loft conversion.
Coffee loft.
Coffee loft.
Coffee loft's not a bad shout.
Why don't we open a coffee shop on that same stretch of road called the Coffee Loft?
The Coffee Loft.
And we'll get the listeners.
And you get all the people walking on the street, on the hill, who've avoided the fucking other cafe.
Yeah. No, right. So, but do they know your name in the original coffee shop?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, dear.
Right.
They know,
How do you know
my kids' names. Do you know what? They'd never known my name or Sarah's name or anything, or my kid's name.
Just say, and then big man.
No, not even. Like, hello.
Big man.
Curly. In that accent as well. My mum, when I was away last year working, I flew my mum over to help with childcare just because everything was going really well and Sarah was coping. And my mum went into the shop and was like, you look after, my mum's like a chatty kind of, chatty Cathy kind of thing. In a really sweet, endearing way. But then I got back and the guy knew my whole family's name. I was like, what? How did they? It was like, hey, mum.
Is that too much? you feel that they're too comfortable and you're like, oh, that's a bit, I don't want that.
Not too comfortable. It's just like they're nice people. They're both nice.
Yeah.
They're like, if there was a reason in terms of they were rude or did one thing, it'd be so much easier to break away. But they did nothing wrong.
Give it time.
You reckon?
Yeah, man. They might assault you, next week. You don't know. You never know.
You never know.
I think they might be wondering where you've gone.
Well, that too. And I walked past him the other day. And he said, hey. I was like, oh, hey. Because I haven't seen you in a while. What do you say to that? It's I see
okay,
you like twice a day. I walk past you, but
Yeah,
okay, I got it.
I
got it. Now, this is conditional on them not having the podcast on in the shop. Like when people, instead of, sometimes they don't have radio, they have a podcast on, and they're hopefully not listening to this. Otherwise, you're fucked, right?
Well,
but here's the thing.
I think you just say.
I think you just say, you go and you get yourself a sparkling water, right?
How much money do you think I have, Joey? Sparkling
well,
water for a coffee.
You're buying 2 coffees out of the house a day.
Yeah, but like my 3rd or 4th one's free, Joey. It all balances it.
A day?
Is that what this
3rd or 4th one a day?
No, like 3rd or 4th, like.
But that's not going to continue. But also, here's what you do.
Yeah.
You have to do this like 2 or 3 times.
Mm.
You have to go in and be like, get a sparkling water and be like, sorry, I've not been in much, guys. I'm really trying to kick the caffeine.
But they see you with coffees.
No,
but I walk past.
Yeah, you have to hide the coffee still.
Yeah.
But then you'll be like, it's something else.
If they saw you with a coffee, do you think they'd chase you? They'd run out and chase you up a hill.
I hope they would.
That's option 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Option 2 is we start a smear campaign
No,
to get them
don't do
shut down.
No,
then they're
let's
gone.
do that.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
they're
good.
gone.
Okay, that's good.
Don't do
What
that.
can you say that they have?
I had a cappuccino from here, and I found a rat dropping in the
That's
bottom.
good. That's good.
That's
I'm in with the anti-vaxxer community, and I can say that it's got vaccine in it, and they'll burn the place down.
I knew that's who watched your Twitch shows, the anti-vax community.
Did you see? Just on that, there was a thing yesterday in Sydney. One of the all boys private school. All these old guys who went to the school originally have gone to picket fence out the front and complain because the school's going like co-ed in 2025, and all these 60-year-old men are crying, going, "If I eventually have a grandson, I won't send him here. I won't send him here."
Wait, what's co-ed?
Like like boys and girls.
Oh.
Co-ed.
Mixing?
Yeah.
What? So it's a boys' school.
It's a boy, like it's been an all boys school for like 100 years kind of thing. And now the school's going, hey, we're going to like bring in
Finally,
girls
the
from
bike
year
shed's
5
gonna get some
onwards kind of
action.
thing.
Oh my god!
And all these like genuinely like 60-year-old, 50-year-old, 40 like dads, like granddads and stuff, like are crying at the front that it's.
Did you go to an all boys school?
I did, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was that weird?
No. Well, but I don't know any better. I don't know any
anything to
better.
compare it to. No, man, no.
Oh, no, me neither. Like,
That must be weird
I
being a
did so much
boy.
kissing.
Being a boy in that school, he eats crisps and then kisses women.
Imagine on the dance floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tuck
he's been
shop.
doing
Get down
that.
the tuck shop. Get yourself some crisps. Have a little kiss.
Yeah, it's a
I wouldn't
thing.
say that out loud with your haircut and moustache. Man.
It all nearly came off in one go there.
Imagine being a boy in that school. You're like 14 or whatever, and you're like, yes, girls. And then
girls.
then there's like middle-aged men outside crying.
But on hypotheticals, if saying if I ever have a grandson, I won't say, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're mad. Look it up.
But
Australia, that's a
does
beautiful
that
country.
help? Does that help you in any way, shape, or form with your problem? I don't feel like we've really helped. I feel like I've come up with an okay solution, but I don't feel like we've nailed
What,
it.
burning their mates to the
That was
ground?
my first one of like just being like, I'm trying to kick the caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine.
No,
That's what
but an answer that makes more sense.
I've got it.
What?
You could be like, cards on the table.
Have I got cards?
Yeah,
You can take cards if you want.
Okay.
you
But
got
don't
some.
take the business cards of the other coffee shop.
Okay.
Right? Cards on the table.
Yeah.
Me and the wife are trying for a third child and it's not going very well. And I've been told giving up the caffeine.
Fuck
Especially
me.
if you're not having a third.
Why would you
Why
take
would I
them?
say it's not going
Especially-
well?
No, as in like the fertilization's not going well. So I've been told,
Joe,
that's
both my
still
kids are
bad.
IVF. This is a very sensitive topic.
Huh? Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm Gina. As in, like, they were, but I'm joking. in terms
Right,
of-
but so and the doctors have advised me to give up the caffeine. And then if you're not planning on having a third one and it never happens, then you never have to change that.
So what if he goes, hey, if that's your concern, don't worry, you can have as much free coffee as you want.
You can have free, then you're
no, but I don't want to go.
You can have a decaf, but you don't want to go into a coffee shop and say, by the way, guys, me and my wife are trying for a baby. It's not working.
Yeah.
Okay, what about...
Guys, imagine, can we just play a scenario?
What?
Me walking in now,
Yeah.
putting 52 cards on the fucking table.
All right,
and then,
I'll
hey
be
guys,
including the Joker.
all cards
53.
on the table.
I'll be the coffee shop
All
guy.
right.
Oh,
Hey.
hey, Steen, not seen you for a while. You're right.
Oh, how do you know? Listen, man. All cards on the table. Picking up a sparkling water.
Oh, yeah, you.
Just that,
You
please.
can get an Orangina if you prefer.
They don't sell it. Why?
What
I'm
you
a
doing with
fucking
these?
method improviser, bro.
What are you doing with these cards?
I'm putting them all on the table. Listen,
Okay.
my wife and I are having really... sorry, man.
Oh,
I'm just going to go and get some
We're trying to
beans.
have a...
yeah. You go. You leave us for a
awkward
minute
going.
because yeah.
You
Do you
know,
want anything from
we've
the
got
shop?
2 kids, and we're having trouble with our third with conceiving.
Oh, right.
Um,
Okay. Sorry.
It's all right. I need to give her coffee to give it the best chance that I can.
Well, would you like a soft drink? Or...
You got an Orangina?
Yeah, we got buckets of the stuff.
I'll have a bucket of Orangina.
All right. Well, good luck with the having a baby.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can. I don't know.
If you could just anytime I walk past, just look away from me. That'd be really helpful.
Right.
Just you don't want to be encouraged by the
Get the
friendly
Orangina.
face of a...
Don't talk to the customers. Get the bucket of Orangina.
I don't think you should
Thanks
come
for
here anymore.
understanding,
Do you have to shake Orangina
Yeah,
before you
do.
drink
Do
it?
you?
Yeah, you
What's
do.
that about?
Because all the sediment goes to the bottom.
I'm working on I'm doing a gig tonight. You shake
that new
Orangina.
material?
What's that? What's going on with that? I'm going to shake a Pepsi. What do you do, mate? That's my
I once
20
went
minutes.
And is it just to a can of Orangina? What do you do, mate?
I once went to where's Ramesses Revenge? Is that Alton Towers or?
I think it's all.
Chessington?
What's
It doesn't matter.
Ramsey's
It's a ride.
It's a ride
Okay.
that spins round. And we went on it. This guy Michael Tiver, who I used to work with, we went there, and just as it they lock you in, and he turned to a stranger next to him, and he went, "Do you reckon it's okay to drink this on the ride?" And he had a can of Dr Pepper, and then he opened it, and then the ride. It's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. Everyone came back just covered in Dr
What?
Pepper.
Did he not? You as
He
you're
did it as
queuing.
a joke. He
Oh,
said he was
okay,
going
right,
to do
right.
it. He said, "Watch this." Just the stranger went, "Do you reckon I'll be able to finish this before the ride?"
I always in those stories, just listening to how the other person would have perceived or is telling that story around the world now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go on the ride. This guy's brought up a Dr. Pepper from his pocket. Just looked at me and just fucking opened it.
The other thing you could say is, oh man, never have 2 kids. It's just a drain on your finances. I can't even afford to buy coffee anymore.
Yeah, right. But what if he sees me buying coffee from the other place?
So it's not for me.
No. Look, the actual answer is sometimes go back to the other place. Why not?
but it's
Why
not
not?
as good.
If you get a coffee.
But what's not that the coffee's about the same?
It's not.
Oh, it's
Or-
not.
It's
You walk past and you go, "That's capitalism." And just walk off, mate.
That's better.
Or
That's better.
or
I
you
like
find
that.
out what kind of bean they're using
Yeah.
in the other place, and then be like, "Have you heard about these beans?" And then you buy the beans, sell them to them, make a bit of money on top.
Plant them, build a beanstalk,
No,
go up
just
to
buy
feed
them
the
off of
giant.
wherever they're from, Cafe
Okay.
Direct, or I don't know where beans come from.
Cafe Direct.
Like Sports Direct. His whole world, everything is based on Sports Direct.
Listen.
Yeah.
In my world, I don't even have beans in my coffee. It's just powder.
Well, thanks for coming on anyway.
Thank you so
Oh wait,
I
we've
hope
got
we
one
helped.
more thing to do.
What?
I've got my feature called Impress the Guest.
Do you see why I apologise on behalf of Joey now to the guest?
Okay.
Well, yeah. Sorry, this is a very important feature.
If for this we can get some non-copyright infringing version of Stone Cold Steve Austin's music, that would be amazing.
Mate, what
Right.
does that mean?
Because this is, I don't know, a cover of it. I don't know.
I think
'Cause
that's still copyright.
It's music.
No.
It's like,
Do you like wrestling? I'm not
Oh,
really.
back in the day.
But
yeah.
Stone Cold Steve, everyone knows
One of
Stone
the
Cold Steve
greats.
Austin, right?
Shatter
Yeah.
the glass.
So this is Stone Cold Steen RASKOPOULOS. You're known for being a mild-mannered guy. I'm going to put you in some high-stress situations. I want you to tell me how you would deal with them.
All right.
Number one, you're in the bank,
Yep.
depositing some money.
Okay.
Right? Your deposit has now gone in. Your money
Okay.
is safe.
Cash or check?
Doesn't really matter.
Does.
It's up to you.
No.
Not a check. No one's got checks anymore.
Also, I've got a bag. I've carried in an envelope or
Only-
bag. So I've got an envelope or a bag.
Only one promoter still pays by a check. I'm not going to mention on here. That's a ridiculous way to run your affairs. In 2024.
Yeah.
And then
But imagine having a
someone
checkbook.
comes in and tries to hold up the bank.
But I've deposited my money?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
But how would you help diffuse the situation?
Okay, how many people are there? What's the perimeter like? Where are the emergency doors? Is it light? Is it day? What time do the
Okay, it's-
banks close? Is a
Okay.
security guard there? Was it an inside job? Who's
Security
the
guard's
bank
dead.
Okay, so
He's been shot in the head.
It's,
Yeah.
it's,
It was
it's,
yesterday.
uh,
They haven't reported it yet.
it's midday.
Okay.
You haven't had your coffee from the coffee shop yet, so you may be slightly irritable. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well then. Okay.
There's 16 people in the bank,
okay.
but you are
So am I
the
17
strongest-
or 16?
you're 16.
Okay.
Than you. And the bank tellers. So there's actually 9 customers, 7 members of staff,
So
a couple of
It's
old
quite a
ladies
lot.
in there.
are they trying to
Quite a lot.
reduce people?
Yeah,
in the
they
bank?
are. Yeah, there's the one that do that many.
Is this like 2002?
There'd be like 2 people there, 2 or
Yeah.
3.
It's mostly old people and people with children. You're the strongest and the fittest of the people in there. You feel like it's
Fittest
your
as in looks or like strength?
strength and
Okay.
like you seem most well equipped to deal with this situation.
Yeah,
if anyone's
sick.
going to save the day, it's going to be you.
All right.
How are you going to diffuse this?
Like, what does the person look like who's holding them up? Do they have a gun or knife? Or they're
It's
just
3
threatening?
people with masks. They've got a gun.
3?
Yeah, but they haven't actually been physically violent yet. But they have threatened one of the staff with a gun.
I'm gonna like walk towards one of the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna wait there. And I'm just gonna look at the wall.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at the wall, and then they're probably gonna be like, "Why is that guy?" And they're gonna walk over to me,
Okay.
and I'm like, "Have you not seen The Dark Knight?" And they're
What
gonna be
happens in?
like a bus just comes in, drives through the wall,
Oh,
and then they load up all the and then drive off. So I'm just gonna like wait, and then they're all gonna like start watching the wall too, and I'll be like, just go. And, like, and then,
Similar things happen in Blade.
Oh,
there's,
really?
there's a bit when he's being like interrogated, Blade, and he starts laughing, and then his friend shows up and drives through it.
Oh,
They
magic!
probably got it from that. So
Probably
if you
from
say
Blade.
Blade, because they might not have seen.
All right,
okay. Next one.
that was an easy one, Joe.
Next one. You are on a flight to Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're flying with Swiss Air, which I flew with to South Africa,
Okay.
and the food is really bad.
Okay.
And don't forget, you've paid probably over £1,000 for this flight.
Should be good.
And
Should
then-
be better. Food should be better.
And then they say, "Would you like a drink with your meal?"
Mhm.
And you say, "I'll have a red wine or whatever your
Orangina.
tipple is." Yeah.
Bucket.
Alcoholic tipple. And they say, just so you know, on this flight,
Yeah.
alcohol, there's a charge for it.
Okay, let me speak to the manager.
The
This is
pilot.
policy.
Did I say pilot? Let me speak to the manager.
It's
Oh
just
wait,
company policy.
I'll be right here. I won't leave.
Cool.
Go
Okay.
get your manager.
Okay.
All right.
Bilal,
Yeah.
this guy wants to talk to you
Hello,
about
sir.
the policy of
Hi, sir. What's
alcohol.
it?
I said the
is everything
manager.
Okay.
I said the manager.
He's the
I'm
manager.
the manager.
I said the manager.
I'm the manager.
Go to the front of the plane.
All
Go
right.
get your manager.
Does he mean the pilot? I think he means.
I'll go get the pilot.
Go, both of you. Go now.
All right.
At this point, you've both gone to the front. I've gone to the back. I've opened up the trays. I've taken whatever the fuck I wanted, and I start selling it to people in the aisles, earning a bit of cash. When they return, I'm sorry about that. I did mean pilot. Now I've got cash in my hand.
Right.
I'll buy whatever the fuck I want.
Okay.
So is everything all right, sir?
Did you hear that?
You were just mumbling to yourself about stealing some money, or
Staring at a wall in the toilet.
sorry, guys. Yes, I will
we
have
are
a red
gonna
wine.
have to have Australian police waiting for you.
I thought
And
this flight was
do they
going to
have
South
guns?
Africa. Yeah, they
Uh,
got guns.
Yeah, they've got guns.
Okay. I actually quite enjoyed that.
It's
Next
fun,
one.
isn't it, improv? He's
Next
very
one.
scared of it.
Next one.
Believe.
Next one.
Believe.
Believe.
I mean, the fact that I'm scared of it is, I imagine, the only reason I haven't been invited on his podcast yet. So,
Stop the threes. Also, just ask.
It's an Australian one, okay? You've taken your young family to Australia.
Okay.
There's a huntsman
What?
in your living room.
Do you mean a spider or like
Yeah,
a
no,
huntsman?
no, no,
Okay.
that's
Right.
right.
I think you meant a man.
Yeah.
How'd you deal with that?
I think it's Chris Hemsworth in the
Yeah.
which movie was that? Didn't he play the huntsman in? Oh,
There's-
anyway, sorry. So
There's
there's a
a
spider.
huntsman. It's on the wall by the clock.
Yeah, leave it.
Oh God.
It'll be gone in the morning.
What about a snake?
Is it on the wall near the clock?
It's in the kitchen.
Is it what's it
It's
doing?
by the cat food.
I'd probably call someone to come get it.
Okay.
Is that what you have to do?
Yeah, you just call like the RSPCA.
You're walking.
they send someone.
You're walking down the street
Yeah.
in Homerton, and two guys grab you. They've got a big knife, and they said, "Don't move. Give us all your stuff."
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, but they
Take it. I don't sleep anymore. I've got nothing to live for. Take it.
Yeah.
You want my kids as well? Take them.
Oh.
Take them. You gonna take
That's
them?
not what I did. I
you
ran
gonna
away,
take
and then
them?
I got to a pub, and I bumped into someone I knew, and they asked me if I was okay,
Oh,
and I just burst into tears. Anyway,
Uh,
but not before shouting.
burgeoning depression.
Final one.
Okay.
We've played comedians football,
Mm-hmm.
right? We've gone for a few beers afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit of a sesh 'cause you don't want to go home to your kids 'cause they're keeping you up all night. And you want a bit of a break from them, right?
Yeah.
We've had a couple too many. I start on you because I've gone into one of my drunken rages.
When you say start, isn't
No,
like?
I want to offer you up for a fight.
Oh right. Okay.
How you gonna handle that? Stone cold. Raskopoulous.
I'd probably just ask you first how your depression's going.
Okay.
And if you aggressively try and attack me, then I think it's not going too well. If you burst into tears, it's also not going well, but at least I can console you and be there for you as a friend.
In a fight, you'd batter me though, wouldn't you? I reckon.
I don't know. You sound a big boy, strong boy. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think you'd break his neck instantly.
So when I used to wear trilbies,
Is it a hat?
yeah. I worked for about 10 years every day. I think that's a mental illness, but it doesn't matter.
He slept in it.
I'm over it now. And I was out with Tom Parry and the rest of the Pappy's boys, and Tom Parry borrowed my hat, and then someone else like took it, just someone in the club, and then it went missing. And I was drunk, and I was annoyed that my hat had gone missing, so I started on Tom Parry, and he laughed, and I said, "If you think I'm ever working with Pappy's again, you can get fucked."
Have you ever worked with Pappies before?
No. And that's how I got the nickname Rage Page. So, another enlightening episode where we've looked into some of the more tragic moments of my life.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have you
It's been
enjoyed
an
that?
absolute
That's
treat.
fantastic. Thank
Anything you want to plug?
you. When does this? When will it come out?
A couple of weeks?
In 2
Week
weeks'
or two?
time.
What are you up to?
Hey!
Oh, Carlo.
What are you up to?
Carlo's here in next week.
Oh,
2 weeks.
Carlo.
Oh, yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What's that?
He'll be here on the 16th to the 24th. We're doing shows.
And well, let's just end on this. A very funny story about.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So basically, Sarah, who is also so nice,
Mhm.
it's two of the nicest people, have come together and had two children who are going to be horrible. I'm joking. Because obviously, it's like double positive makes a negative.
That's how it
It's just how it works. And so I said, I'm going to Australia. This is a few years ago. So I'm going to Australia to do some gigs. I know you just come back from there. Do you know anyone? And Sarah was like, Steen is a super nice guy. You should get in touch with him. I got in touch with you, didn't know you. And you said, I'm actually not going to be there, but my friend Carlo is there. I'll put you in touch with him. He'll show you around.
So this is one of my best mates who I improvise with. We're in an improv duo called the Bear Pack.
And Carlo came to meet me after I'd finished a gig. And he was like, so how do you know Steen? I was like, I don't. I know Sarah. And he went, so hang on. My friend is sending me to hang out with a guy that he's never met in my free time. I went, it's crazy, isn't it? But he's just a nice guy. He said, I'm not having this. He said, let's wind him up. So me and Carlo had a really nice time hanging out.
Like you could not have a bad time with Carlo. He's like a country bumpkin, nice.
Same as you. Couldn't have a bad time hanging out with
he's
you.
Nicer
No, he's
than
not.
me. He's nicer. Than me.
Anyway, so then Carlo said, I've got an idea. And he said, let's leave it a couple of days and let's both message Steen and be like,
a day apart as well.
oh yeah, not on the same day, but just be like, what the fuck, man? So he was like, you know that Joey guy? Like, do you know him? And Steen was like, no, Sarah knows him. I don't really know him. He's like, just because is there something wrong with him? Like, what's his problem? And then I messaged him. I was
And
like,
I'm going, what? He goes, oh yeah, he's a bit rude to my friends. We had him over, had some beers, and
That's really funny.
like he wasn't aggressive, but he was just rude and just made some of the girls feel uncomfortable. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm so sorry. Blah, 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 blah.
And then I did the same, but I left it a
You'd
few more
believe it.
days. I left it a few more days. I was like, look, I'm really sorry because I don't know you. I didn't know how to like message you. But I was like, is there something wrong with your friend? Because he was like so appallingly rude and like really
Upsetting
unfriendly.
girls.
They
No,
both
but
like
like we
similar.
did kind of. And then
Oh,
Steen was messaging both of us going, I'm so sorry, but he couldn't work out what was going on. And then a few days later, we were just like, no, we're just joking, man.
But like, because if Carlo's like the nicest dude, and he has taken like other friends out who've like just come to Australia on holiday, and like, so when Joey's like, oh yeah, he's a bit weird and blah blah blah, I'm like, what? And then when he messaged about Joey, I was like, what? I've only had great things, and Joe, what's going on? And it really like flustered me in terms of like these two.
And I've since done that to someone else since,
Oh,
and
it's
it
the
works
worst.
so
It's
good.
the worst. But it's the timing as well. You left it so far
Yeah.
apart, but
Yeah.
spoke about similar things that happened on that night. So
Yeah.
they're both telling the same story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Improv!
Well, that's a good note to made you flustered again.
Oh yeah.
So, but people can come see the two nicest improvisers in the world at Bear Pack.
Mm-hmm.
And where can people find you online? What's your
Do you
Instagram?
do
Oh, at Steen Rasco. It's too hard to spell my
Pretty
last name.
cool.
So yeah.
Rasco?
Yeah.
don't forget, gotaproblemmate@gmail.com if you want to send anything in. I want to find out about the tap dancing potential. And also, by the time you hear this, we may have a Patreon out.
It's next week, actually.
No, but people don't listen. It's not
Okay.
live.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And also, don't forget to check out when it comes out, Steen in the Australian office, which is coming out at some point in the next few months.
That's what they say.
Fantastic.
Okay.
But seriously, the Patreon, like, that's what we should. I don't think.
he's
It's
really,
on
I don't
Amazon.
think the-
Amazon worldwide.
He's
no,
really skint.
no, but I don't think the Australian office
It's on
needs
Amazon
any
Prime
PR.
worldwide.
They've got
Also,
people doing that.
if you can't
Be on
get
billboards in
Amazon,
Australia,
if you
probably.
can't do Amazon worldwide, get a VPN.
No,
No?
no,
Huh?
not allowed to say that. Love you very much.
Bye.
Thanks again, Steen.
Love you. That's
Love
so
you.
beautiful.
Good night.